Eastern Conference matchup in today. Today's game is the Kings. Coming to town for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. And, of course, Kyle Anderson. Despite what he brought to this team in his absence, they've really taken off.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Pass to Melton. Back to Morant. And here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes one, Morant goes two, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Jackson with the screen. Pass to Grant. Right side Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Morant missing. On offense, here are the Kings. Back to Richardson. Out to Doncic. Right side a screen. A 3-ball. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Memphis moving it around. Jackson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam!
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Memphis shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
On the wing, Morris. The 3. Melton's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic looking it over. A new 14 for the Kings. And that one drops. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Melton. To the inside. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He was too aggressive. That's already his second foul. We haven't even gotten out of the first quarter.
Now here's Morant. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Another day, another dime. Ja Morant has that pass-first mentality, keeping his teammates involved.
Here's Doncic. He's got 9. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Pass to Melton. Back to Morant. A 3 from Morris. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Inside. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Nice agility rolling off the screen. Just another thing Whiteside gives you.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson in the corner. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-pointer.
This is his first free throw of the game. That one misses. And he nails the 3rd. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Doncic with it. Richardson outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
He's stretching out the defense. Josh Richardson is a classic 3-and-D guy who took that one.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Sacramento Kings. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
They get a hand on it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Hachimura. Allen for 3. No good there. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Here's Barnes. Banked in off the glass. Barnes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Kings.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Morris for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Following this, they get to host the Rockets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Doncic, no good. In the corner, it's Morris. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
And
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. It's Brooks on the wing. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Morant. The shot off that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
The kick out to Barnes. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's Whiteside off the drive. Count that one. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
I don't know if Whiteside saw the clock, but an excellent play by the big fella.
Brooks outside. Pass to Morant. Driving to the basket. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's off from 3-point range. Brooks outside. Pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So both teams making some changes here. The Kings leading. .55 seconds left to play in the first half. Lets it go from 14. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Jamal Crawford gets moving in the pick and roll. He's not an easy cover. A crafty player who can really slice apart a defense.
And the wide open shot from Morris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Miller outside. "27 seconds left from the first half of basketball. And it's Holmes off the drive. Just 4 to shoot. Right outside. Here's Karuch. Down low. Here's Holmes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. The Kings shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Six seconds left in the first half. Got it off in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so... second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Morris. Back to Morant. Morris with the ball. Misses the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Driving inside. There's the lob to Jackson. And stolen by Barnes. It's Richardson on the wing. And here's Doncic from the arc. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Oh! Wow!
That was nice.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Shot clock at 2. Morris, no good.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Doncic outside. Pass to Whiteside. The kick out to Barnes. With the drive. Now Doncic, covered by Morris. Takes the 3. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. And it's Grant in the corner. And the dunk by Grant.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Right side a screen. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Doncic missing. And here's Morris for 3. Memphis moving that ball around. Screen by Grant. Morris looking over the floor. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. To the paint. A floater. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to Holmes. To the middle. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. And you're going to have to foul Robin Lopez harder than that. He's just too strong.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And it's Miller in the corner. Inside. And Lopez throws it down.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Morris, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Crawford. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the instincts of Lopez on the glass right there. Huge.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. It'll count. Oh, he got it to go!
Wow. I can't believe it.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
It's been all about Luka Doncic. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Sacramento leading by 12. And he commits the intentional foul. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
A wide open look here for Wright. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Now here's Crawford. Going inside. Here's Lopez. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Elbow shot is on the way. Crawford, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Brooks with the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Talking about heating up. At halftime, he had just 1 made from beyond the arc, but he's drained 3 more since.
Brooks with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nobody near Barnes. Sacramento gets it back. Now Doncic. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Kings lead by 15.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads. Oh! Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
Brooks right side. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Barnes. Here's the 3. Brooks misses. Kings leading now by 14. And here is Doncic. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Right side a screen from past the arc. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Kings. Three-pointer, Brooks. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Sacramento.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Out to Brooks. From deep three-point range.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's